How you going? I I don't. Well, okay. Now that I am streaming, it's going over at 480p. That's just what it does, I guess. Good to know. That would have been lovely to know. Would have loved to have known that, personally. Anyways, so what we're doing today is the most epic thing in the world. Oh, I've already got bricks. I see. You see, it's really cool. No, I have to get oh wait, I've got bricks. I see. You see, look. We're placing bricks down. I played like 15 minutes of this, like a couple weeks ago. And it is epic. Does that actually go back? Oh, that's cool. I like that. Or is it just random? It's random. Okay. No, my backpack's full. Now we get to smooth out some stones. This is the entire concept of the game. But, if we do get bored... I also don't know if the game audio is loud enough, but that's fine. Sorry, I just want to get through this. Yeah. You see, if we get bored, there is a loot. I think it could afford to be turned up a bit. There we go. That seems better. Oh, we're already full on bricks. And look at this. We have already started our journey. We've started it, and we are getting there. Well, the tower won't build itself. So we have to build it instead. Actually, I think we might have enough for another upgrade. Because in those 15 minutes, I upgraded a couple times, you know, just because I'm really good at the game. I was really good at all games, but this one especially. Nope. Okay. A cut speed upgrade. Alright. That's good, because we need to get through these very quickly. Preferably. This. Look at us, standing here together. I completely forgot about the bit that I wanted to do with staring at the wall, by the way. The whole, I completely forgot. But it was gonna be something really funny, like, you know, I was gonna stare at you for like a minute. Nope. And then you were gonna be like, oh, what's going on? And then I was gonna start talking, and then you were gonna be like, wow. Didn't happen. Anyway, we've got like 3.5 hours for this. Let's see how far I can get. Oop. I reckon, right, unseeable top. I'm also doing this to convince somebody that this was actually a really good idea. He didn't think it was a good idea, but I think it's a good idea, so that's why we're doing this. So I think we'll go for mining again before we go for cutting speed. It feels smart to me anyway. Hope it's not. I guess they're not that different though, the times. They just kind of split it up for that immersion factor. Let's get away from that. That's very... Hang on. Oh, I closed the window. Okay, wait, no, that was way too loud. Hang on. Hang on. That stone cutting was was extremely loud. Why didn't anybody tell me? Okay. Pickaxe speed. Oh, look, we are on it now. This is what we call in the business fast. Okay, let's check the audio. Yeah, okay, that's much better. That's much more preferable, but let's still get a bit of distance so we're not just listening to that the whole time. Okay. Yeah. Really doesn't feel like a whole lot of progress. But look at that 2.6 pickaxe speed. That's quick. That's quicker than anybody would ever want to mine. Well, no, that's... I think 1,000,000 bricks is possible. I'm calling it now. You know, what have we got? Yeah, 3 hours? 3.5 hours almost? 1,000,000 bricks. Easy. Easy. Actually, the biggest difficulty is going to be the walking speed. Which you can't upgrade, I don't think. You know, I've always had trouble figuring out where to put my water, right? Like, you know, it just kind of sits on my desk and it gets in front of my screen. So I can't look at the game. I had this crazy idea, right? My desk has this inbuilt cup holder. So I thought, within my infinite wisdom, what if I clicked... What if I... Sorry, clicked. What if I just used that? And so I did. And, yep. It works quite well. It, the biggest problem it had was there was a cord in the way for, the laptop I put up there so that I can see chat if anyone shows up. And also make sure the stream's working, you know, that's a nice thing to have. But also, it kind of sounds like a ticking clock sometimes, the stone cutter. Oh, wait. Can't forget to upgrade. Wouldn't want to be slow. Maybe I should set my sights more at 100,000 bricks. But no, 1,000,000 bricks. I think 1,000,000 bricks is doable. Like, look at this speed. Look at this speed. And I believe we're going for backpack upgrade next. So, like, that's... It's gotta account for something. I probably need to check, though. Is that what we're getting next? Yes, 113. We need to remember that. 113, so I don't, you know, forget. Wait. You guys are gonna get a view as the brick. Wait. No. Okay, this might be as close as you can get. But look at that. Look at those bricks from this angle. This is cinematic right here. And then we go and place our bricks. Ha 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 ha. Oh yes. Suppose this is gonna be the benefit, you know, as we have to slowly walk up the tower. Oop, I opened my search bar. Wait, you can jump in this game. Why do I think you couldn't jump? I don't know. I really thought you couldn't jump in this game. That's apparently my 15 minutes wasn't worth a whole lot. Because I didn't realize space jumps. Alright, we're up to 70 again. Once we get that backpack upgrade, I'm thinking that we're gonna be going quick. Cooking with oil, is that what you call it? Is that the saying? Cooking with gas, that's what you call it. We're gonna be cooking with gas. Like, we're gonna be looking as happy as this guy. As my little character down here. And he looks like he's straight out of a Toyota commercial. There's just a click sound. The ticking clock was just these ones. Ticking up slowly. And then... oh wait, no, they're only stone. Pff, what am I thinking? I gotta stone cut them and look look like this. Toyota commercial. Your hand might be sore there, friend. I don't think it's supposed to sit there. I think it's supposed to... You know what? He knows better than me. He does know better than me. That is correct. So I should never judge him. I always forget. Got a stone cut. We have to stone cut. Oh, 100. Wait a minute. I'm being inefficient. Wait, you can... Oh. Wait, no, never mind. That is just the cumulative amount. Because the backpack size upgrade, that is actually... kinda good. Actually. I was kinda lying thinking that it was gonna change much, but 34 over 22, that's not too bad. Oh. That doesn't seem ominous at all. I think that's actually a good thing. Do all of them change like that? Yes. I probably should have guessed that one, but, you know. Psh. I'm not some kind of super genius, as I've said before. Look happy. Float. You're not hurting your hand this time, are you? Nope. You're doing well. He's doing amazingly. Insanely good. Look at the form. I saw like was saying you'd twist here, but is it actually just a foot press thing? Is that what this is supposed to be? Because how it turns, it kind of lifts and drops the thing at the back. Which makes me think that it is... Actually, I want to do a poll. Will I place million bricks? That's what I want to know. I want to know. Will I place 1 million bricks? And anybody who votes no, they're a liar. Because they know I'll do it. They know this is possible. We've placed 390 bricks so far. And that's only the start of our journey. What, 17 minutes in? We've still got, like, oh, okay. If I say like 8 times that, that really doesn't sound like a lot. Wait, no, we've got like 12 times that, so that's not a whole lot better, really, but it's exponential. It is exponential. Actually, okay, so it is going to be a pickaxe upgrade we go for next. Although, it's almost better just to go for the 170 and get another bag upgrade first, actually. Because the difference is very marginal. It is also just like a foot press thing. I wish I animated the whole thing. That would have been cool. I don't know how difficult that would be. That might just be, like, stupidly difficult. But I don't care. It's not my problem. I just want somebody else to do something. And that's, that's the face of a man. A man who's bricking it. Look at him. Determined. Ignore the upgrade here. This way is better. And now he goes to smooth his stone. Forging the tower that will destroy all. Well, not destroy all. You know, the cosmos. Oh. Time to upgrade. Yeah, it's definitely worth the backpack upgrade first. Look at that, 50. That's really worth it, actually. I don't know what happens when you hit, like, the bottom stone cutter speed. Is there a limit to how much you can upgrade in this game? Because that might be a problem if there is. I hadn't thought about that before, but... that's probably a thing they did, because... stone cutter speed couldn't really get a whole lot lower. I don't know, I guess like instant. I hope it gets to instant, and you can just keep upgrading the backpack. that would be, that's what I want, because that's the only way I'm doing this. It's the only way I'm getting all of this done in how many hours? Come on. 50. I thought 50.5 would equal 51, but... So we have to do 4 of these to get the next upgrade. Which is going to be a pickaxe upgrade. Which hopefully... Like, our time of doing this is going down. Because we doubled our 15 minutes progress. No, we didn't quite double it, but pretty close. In 5 minutes. Don't say we've added a third onto it, it's definitely more than that. Let me believe. Let me believe, okay? Oop, sorry, I got too close. The game decided I can't smooth the stone. Come on. Come on. Oh, hang on, my dog's being... My dog's being... Lily, stop. Thank you. It is 51. I just was stupid earlier. Okay. Can't afford distractions like that though, Lily. It's gonna destroy my progress. And we've got to get this done. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of how. Really hope it... Yeah, it's okay. Sorry, if I am being a bit quiet, it's because it is night. You know, trying to be a bit... trying to be a bit considerate. Up here, all you can hear is the tick. No, we're not quite far enough in for that. First person gameplay is for the second hour in. Okay, well... Some people might say, why don't you just get a couple and then... Okay, well... No, I'm going to go and place these 3. Like, I'm not... Okay, why can't I just play... Okay. It's really annoying, actually. Well, I don't know why I can't place those 3, but... Let's keep going. We just need this one more, then we can upgrade our pickaxe speed. Which means that we won't be standing here doing this for this long. Although, yes, the ticking sound is nice. 38, 39, 40. What? And then... Okay, I'm just guessing those bricks don't technically exist. Because it let me get to 51. Yeah, okay, they just didn't exist. That makes sense. Okay, let's get back out so we need the ticking sound again. That's a nice sound. I can't zoom in. Oh, there we go. We just... Look at 645. We've done that in 25 minutes. So, people with your bets against me, that might have been a bit prudent, but I do think... Okay, so there is at least one more pickaxe speed upgrade. I very much needed that. Because, yep, okay, it does speed up the ticking sound as well. Because we're gonna need it. Actually, something I want to know once we finish getting this. 256, okay, so I would say no, you'd go for the 2 upgrades first. Because it's just, I don't know, the backpack upgrade is very tempting just because doing more at a time is what you're really going to need over the long term as it gets taller. But in the immediate, it's better just to go along each one, I think. I don't know, but I think. Alright. I need to be able to sprint. That's... Okay, well. That is the quickest part of the game, is the placing. I hope that's a fake brick. I really hope that brick doesn't actually exist. I'd be really upset if I missed a brick again. Okay, yeah, it is a fake brick. I don't know what causes that, why when you mine the first stone you get another brick. Well, you don't, but it pretends you do, so that's certainly something. Okay. And we're over here, yet again. I mean, genuinely, I do think, like, we're nearly at 1,000. Half an hour in. I wouldn't bet against the chance that we do actually get the 1,000,000. Not yet. We'll see, we'll see the hour in. If it's only like 2,000, then we're screwed. But if it's a decent chunk more than that, then I think we may be good. I hope, anyway. I'd hope we get at least like 5,000 by the time we're an hour in, but yeah, it is somewhat wishful. But wishful thinking has gotten a lot of people to a lot of places. Oop. Okay. I was almost worried that wasn't gonna work. Hmm. We'll see how fast the cutter goes, but I'm considering maybe doing another backpack upgrade first. I don't know. I don't know. It's very quick. I guess about 20% quicker if you're to believe the stone cutter speed in the top left. Which I do, personally. I love the little graphics, all the little statistics up there that tell me how quickly this is all going. Okay, do not. Okay, we don't have any bricks. That's good. Now we continue digging. Digging our way to victory. Look at the determination on his face again. Get another look at it. Don't you just feel it? Do you feel what's possible? Yes. Let the ticking clock set you in. As we just keep doing this, I guess. Let it remind you of the time that we've got left to to win the game. This game, not just the game in general, but the game. Because winning the game is winning the world. Okay, well, my backpack's full again. I don't know. I mean, I need to look at the comparative prices for everything before I come up with a good answer, but I wouldn't, again, I wouldn't bet against it. Well, no, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Oh, backpack upgrade's next anyway. There was no conflict of interest here. It was straightforward and direct. Wonder what that is over in the distance on the horizon. See over there? Right above my head. There's a little box. I wonder. Because, I mean, if you want to see something really interesting, something that I did notice. You see, I don't know what that is under there. But I know it is under there. Yeah, maybe you see it. Maybe you see it for 1,000,000 bricks. 1,000,000 bricks placed solo. In build a tower with friends. Friends, who needs friends when you've got impeccable tower building skills? kind of doing the foot press thing. Let's go. It's lore accurate now. For these 50 bricks, this is lore accurate. It's also kind of twitching to put more bricks on there. Well, it's stone, then they become bricks. First get stoned with the pickaxe. No. Oh, right. Okay, so it's not a perfect circle at the beginning. Okay, I don't know why it keeps pretending I have one brick. I don't know. Wait, no, okay. 75.7. That's a lot of bricks. That is a lot of bricks. I was gonna just drink water for the breaks, but I'm thinking that maybe I should just do it while I'm grinding the stone this time. That might be pertinent. Okay, that's surely I can do it quicker than I can grind down 75 stones. I did. I have to remember to keep my posture up, because that would be a very uncomfortable way to end a 4-hour experience. I mean, we're remarkably close to finishing the first layer. Which you might think, you know, one layer is only one layer, but... Which is true, but... Also, it's the gateway to the next layer. Which itself is the gateway to the layer after that. And eventually, if you look back there, we will have a 1 million sign on that bricks placed. It's gonna happen. You might think it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. Someday, somehow. Although preferably within the next few hours. I kinda want to change the stream title to Placing 1 Million Bricks. I really want to do that. Nah. Not yet, anyway. Maybe. Maybe a bit later. Okay, we are very, very close. One more lot, which I also think... No, one more lot won't get us to the next upgrade. 2 more lots will get us to the next upgrade. Which... I'm beginning to get a bit concerned about our capabilities to get the 5,000 by the hour mark, but... You know... A third of the way there, a quarter to having another 1,000. Can't let that get you down. No, keep grinding. We don't have time, I know I just said don't let it get you down, but at the same time, hurry up. You know, we might not have logic or reason on our side, but you know what we have? We have hope. We have determination. We have nearly a full layer of bricks over there. I really just... Yes. Yes, a full layer of bricks. Plus more. I didn't realize we had the plus more. That's the best thing we've done all day. I stand back from it a bit. No. You see, now we're up to a third of the way there. A third of the way to the next... Okay, I think we're doing okay. I was a little concerned for a moment there. I lost my way. But you only lose your way to find it again. I think somebody smart said that. It was. It was me. Sorry, I cracked my neck. I didn't stretch my neck earlier today. This was a bad idea. But I gotta work on a video tomorrow, so I don't have time for this. Yes. Okay. So we place this slot. We can go and get the pickaxe upgrade. Oh. Which will speed us up even further. Oh yes, look at this. Look at this. Yeah, it is quicker. I wanted to make sure it wasn't just the sound that was quicker. I wanted to make sure that that tick was going up quicker. It's not by a lot, I'll admit. But it's going up. Oh, I don't have any bricks because I'm wasting time. No, 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 no. We don't have time to waste. Every bit of time I'm wasting, I could be placing a brick. That sticks in my mind. So if you have more than 5 layers at the time that we actually finish this. Well, not finish this, but are at the hour mark. Okay, over. Okay. Still not enough for an upgrade, that's fine. Because we are halfway to 2,000. I think we can do it. I think we can get 5,000 by the hour mark. Which... well, that's the main thing we wanted. Well, it's a sign of good things anyway. If in the first hour we could just... half an hour we could just barely hit 1,000. Then in the next half hour we got 4,000 plus. You know. all adds up. Of course, 4,000 every half hour is not fast enough, but it's, like I said, don't stress about it because it's signs for things to come. Okay, 76. Just like Fallout. Haha, I didn't make that joke when he first got this, so that's huge missed opportunity. I don't know. I don't know where we can actually, like a big time waste towards the end of this is going to just be the walking between the places. So we're actually going to have to streamline walking. And how do you do that? How do you streamline? I guess you just come up with a consistent way to do it. That's going to be our problem, actually. Because it's going to be walking up the tower. That's what's going to slow us down. And you can't speed up walking speed. Yeah, it suddenly becomes a lot less signs of things to come if you think about it that way, but... I choose not to. I choose to think about it the way that makes me look good. Okay, is that? No, it's not enough. We need a little bit more, so we just have to do this whole thing. May not feel good, but like I said, we have to minimize the walking time as well, which it's quite a long walk. Also, every minute I see it tick up, I think that it's, depending on where I am on the cycle, I really think that it's getting harder to hit the hit the 5,000. But you know, even if we don't, we probably shouldn't panic just yet. Well, you shouldn't. I might be panicking at that point, but you shouldn't panic at that point. Because surely exponential growth will hold on. And I can just sail on through with exponential growth. The person I said I had to convince, he's oh, brain farting. I'm brain farting. I have to keep doing it no matter what. I was actually really close to getting another bag upgrade. But no. Okay, we're definitely gonna hit 2,000, but at that 5,000 mark, that's seeming a little difficult at this point. But difficult is not impossible. Only impossible is impossible. Wow. I am concerned, though, about this limit on the stone cutter speed. Because, yes, you can basically get it to nothing. But basically isn't nothing. Just keep going. Just keep building. Just keep doing it. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's amazing. This is complicated gameplay right here. I very rarely let go of the left mouse button. Any who might think this is wrong, they're just jealous. They're jealous of my power, of what I can do, of who I am. That's not enough, is it? No, nowhere near. 354. That's what we need for the next bag upgrade, which I suppose we're gonna have to go with it because the bag upgrade is the only upgrade that, well, it's the only one that really helps minimize walking time. So that's we're gonna have to live with it. We'll have to live with it. It might make this a bit slower, but walking time is our biggest threat. See, look, I'm pressing down on the foot pedal again. You know, it tries to go up, but my foot's just there to stop it. I can't zoom in because then I'll stop grinding the stone, and I can't afford to do that. Don't have time. Don't have place, don't have time. Quick. Yes. 295. I think we can get the upgrade next time round. I don't want to jinx myself because I've definitely been wrong about that in the past, but ugh. I would think that 295 plus 76 equals at least 354. Man, I'm losing milliseconds on this, and the 2000 before an hour is secured. The 5000 before an hour, it that might not be happening. But you know, we still had a quicker second hour than the first hour. First second the second half of the first hour was quicker than the first half. Okay. So that's that secured. 384. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. Again. Hey, you know, at least you weren't counting on this. You were doing exactly as I planned. Ha ha ha. 73, 74. Okay. I like the ticking sound. That's really helps me calm down and makes me think that this isn't so bad. But it is, so you know, a bit iffy there. But okay, wait, let's make sure we have everything around here done first, so that I don't have to think about that anymore. Well, I will again, but and the backpack upgrade. I've nearly forgot completely about that. Up to 113 though. Because by the time we're having to walk up layers, I want to be able to do a full layer. You know, each time I go up. Okay, so we've got 4 minutes before an hour. Wait, no, it's not 70 anymore. Oh no. I was trying to preempt it, but preempting didn't work. I emptied myself. I post-emptied myself. And then I didn't preempt that. Yeah, I really need to get those other upgrades. This is... Look, it's great and all, but this takes a bit of extra time, you know. Okay. 175, so we need about 3 of them. I'm not sure if we're actually gonna get... We should get at least one more run done. 2,500 is very tempting. I might need to do this as quickly as I can. I need to use everything I know about this game to get that done. If it's even possible. I don't know if it's possible. I do like how the, you know, the... Okay, well that was incredibly slow actually. But hey, you know, it's getting somewhere still. It's great. No, 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 no. No. Okay, look at this. Look, you can see in the background the 2,000 that we've already placed. It's a powerful statement when you think about it. Okay. Okay, so I want to check really quickly. Actually turn that down a little bit. But also have more bricks. That was a big blunder. Big blunder. No, we're not getting another one done in 10 seconds. So our hour mark is 2,320. So that's not quite as exponential as I was hoping. But hey, you know, we've still got 3 hours. You know, I think by the time we get up to there, we should be sitting pretty sitting pretty. Especially if I can stop doing that. Yeah, that would be... especially if I can stop doing all this. I hired Casper to, to do the footwork this time. I don't think they're buying it. I think they think it's rigged. It's not rigged, I promise. I promise it's not rigged. It's not rigged. If anything, you're rigged. Okay. Okay, not quite yet. We're not quite done with this layer. But in the next one, we should be able to get the next pickaxe upgrade. Even though I'm really feeling like we're going to save the most time on the stonecutter speed. But yeah, you can't discount it. You can't discount possibilities quite yet. Come on. Come on. Oh wait, it's an hour. Hang on. For the hour mark, right? If we switch to first person mode, that's how we're keeping this intriguing. Look at this. Look at this immersive experience. You thought you were gonna get bored? No, no, no. First person. Now we're in first person. First person views. Okay, no, no, okay, no, no, no. We don't have as much freedom as we did before, but it is certainly an epic view. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Okay, it's actually too quick for me to actually preempt it now. Okay, well, we were remarkably close, but not yet. Okay, speed. Yes, this is speed. Look at look at the hand appearing on screen every now and then. This might not be the best idea I've ever had. Look at my hands go. This is speed. This is real speed. Any speed you think you've seen before doesn't compare to this. This 5.4 pickaxe speed. But we're also going to be on layer 3. And mind you, layer 3. Layer 3, that's where stuff happens. As I said, it's a gateway to level 4. And level 4? Well, that's a gateway to level 5. Level 5? Well, you might not think it. That's a round number. I swear I keep hearing someone. I don't know who it is. It's terrifying. Okay, come on. Yes. This really sucks, I can't see. That's the biggest problem with this, I can't see. Okay. Gaming. So I need 480 again. for the stone cutter upgrade. Which, I mean, hey, that could be really, really cool. Okay. I like this angle. I like seeing the hands. Yeah, we desperately need the stone cutter speed upgrade now. But we desperately just need speed upgrades. Which I guess all of them technically are. But yeah, some of them don't feel that way. Okay, we're really losing a lot of time on that problem that I can't see. Oh, wait, I have to move back a bit. Yeah, there we go. That's way worse. This is way worse. I prefer this. Let's just look at the... Let's look at the sun. The sun looks amazing. Have you ever wondered why the sun exists and why this this stone keeps changing sizes? No. Neither have I. Well, I suppose maybe you have considered why the sun exists. Maybe you even have an answer. I don't know. Probably haven't considered why that stone's changing sizes, though. I think I got you there. There better be no comments talking about that stone changing sizes. There better not be. If there are, I'm going to fist punch you in the face with my fist. I'll be really angry anyway. Maybe I can't quite resort to violence, but I don't like not being able to see. It doesn't help. Okay. So I should be able to get the next upgrade again after this run. Once again, I don't really want to make a promise on that, but I think it'll be doable. I think. No. No, no, no. Wait, wait. Surely. No. There's no way to avoid looking at the hand. Aside from looking up. Which I was hoping to avoid. But, you know. We'll live. We'll live. Okay, I can get up here. Look at this. Look at this. My hand is in the bricks. You know, I can sit here and I can tap my foot to pretend that I'm actually in control of this. Which, you know, I am. Pretty much. Okay, so 820, 576. Okay. Well, it's a bag upgrade again that we're going for. If you couldn't guess. Oh, 3,500 total bricks placed. Let's go. This is outstanding. Okay, I think I can move over. No, no, stay there. Okay, look up again, because that's... I like seeing the pickaxe. Okay, how fast is this? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Look at the speed. You can hardly tell it's happening. Okay. Okay. Epic. More than 10% of the way to the next one. The problem is now I actually have to walk away when it tells me, like when I stop mining or grinding, rather than when I actually the number reaches 0, because the numbers don't keep up anymore. Like, okay, you see, the numbers they don't tick fast enough for this anymore. Our numbers go up too quickly for the thing that I was using before to go quicker. It doesn't work anymore. And I don't know if those 3 are real or if they're fake. I guess we'll find out. Whether I can fill my bag with stone. Whether I just can't. So it's 820 for the next upgrade, right? That's easy enough. Okay. I didn't look, but I think it was fake stone, bricks anyway. They don't even animate at this size. They just fade into the other one. Did they ever animate or did they always fade? I don't know. It's a good question that has... Well, we'll never get an answer. Because, I'm not resetting that whole thing. And I don't know if I can even if I wanted to. Okay, we're reaching the point where I'm not going to just be able to jump onto that. And I'm going to have to actually take the proper way up. And that's scary. Because that's a huge time sink. Which we just can't afford, really. That's the biggest problem with it. I don't like the phantom bricks. They make me feel like I haven't placed everything when I did. But I do appreciate how quickly the numbers go now. Look, it's beginning to make me think that this is possible again. Which is a dangerous feeling to have, but, you know, I'm glad to have it. Okay, I don't know what the actual one for the backpack was. I should check that next time. But it's 820 for the other two. We still haven't reached the 5,000 I wanted to reach 16 minutes ago, but maybe that was a bit hopeful. Yeah, maybe we can come back and restart it once I'm like fully upgraded, right? Then we can hit it easily. I keep looking at the keep looking at the numbers instead of looking at. Okay, that's a fake brick though, right? Is it? I imagine it's fake brick. Let's. And it's 820 and 5. Okay. I guess we go with that then. I guess I completely forgot that that existed. But it does put us up to 170. Which still not really a layer per run, but you know, it's getting close. It's really inevitable at this point, though. I will reach it. I hope. I don't know, I really struggle to get that out quickly enough. Eh, wait, no, wait. Yes, okay. How many is it for the next upgrade of that? 864. Okay. Works for me. Means I can get another pickaxe upgrade first. Then another stone grinding upgrade. Okay. I was really trying to be quick on that one. I don't know why. It's not gonna matter a whole lot compared to every other time, but there's one particularly loud brick in that. I don't know if that's gonna show up for you guys, but for whatever reason, one stone had like a soul or something, and it was crying out for help. And I still turned it into bricks. My bad. My bad. Okay, no, I'm pressing G rather than F. No. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, over there. Final parts of this layer. Alright. Great. Yes. It's back to digging. Well, okay, so 170. That is going to make this a bit difficult. Possibly. But, you know, we'll make it. We'll keep going until we make it. But also, I really would like to get 1,000,000 bricks. That's... no. But, whether I can do that or not, that's gonna be a question. Look, we're at the hour 20 mark. I'm in my questioning arc. We'll get back around to full optimism in like half an hour again. Don't worry about it. Hmm. Okay, can I still jump up here? Yes. Okay. So we need about 2 more runs to get to the 820, I think. At which point... Well, at which point we just kind of have to get the upgrade. I was forgetting what we are actually having to do. Don't worry, surely that's a temporary problem. We are so close. Well, so close as in, but we've done 4,000. And that is not excruciatingly far away from 1,000,000. Not excruciatingly so. No, it probably does still fall in the excruciating difference section, but... I'm gonna get more water. Ugh. I don't know how often you normally supposed to drink water, but I drink a lot more when I'm standing in front of a screen, while sitting in front of a screen. Which is probably pretty standard, but you know, I feel special. I feel special when I do it. Now you may be worrying, this is repetitive, but we're only halfway through the first person section part. And that was an exciting twist that I put onto this. Be careful about where I sit my wrist. Probably the longest that I could get away with sitting holding my fingers over certain buttons. Sorry, I didn't even think about that, but okay. I apologize. Pardon my manners. Okay, but after this run, we go and get the upgrade next. Yes, we do. I was a little concerned for a second, I was thinking, but yes, 170 is enough to get 120 more. 140 more, actually. Something around there. Okay. Speed. Yes. But yeah, twitching quickly. But they keep going. They never stop. They never pause. Not for a moment. Not for a moment. I think that time it was my dog that made the sound. Maybe it was always my dog, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we left a little bit on the outside, but that's fine. That's fine, I think. I still can't believe how fast these hands are twitching. Like, they're just going. They just keep going. Okay. Yeah, so we need another 820. That's 864 for the next bag upgrade. Which I don't... Yeah, that's what you want to go for, just because the bloody vertical time save, the walking there. I keep thinking that's not what I want to do, but inevitably it's what I... Even if I don't want to do it, it's what I have to do. Eh. Okay. That was great. That went well. Now we just keep digging. Keep digging. I realize now, like, technically you can mine manually, it says, but... Yes. It's way slower at this level, but hey. I appreciate the hold to mine automatically. I very much do. You know, I'm sure you're not sick of first person yet, just as much as I'm not sick of first person yet. But inevitably we must keep going. Because thinking about it now, there was also a clear increase, because I realized we've passed another 30 minutes. And yeah, we had a major improvement in the amount we could do. So I probably should just shut my mouth and keep going. Maybe. Maybe, maybe not. You know, maybe... You know, I'm starting to feel that hope come back. I said it'd take an hour, but, you know, half an hour, maybe. Maybe we can do this. I'm beginning to feel that way. I mean, oh, not great, but again, that improvement between an hour and a half. I did more in that half an hour than I did during the other hour total, so that's... Which wasn't true for the second half of the first hour. On the first hour. Actually, yes it was. But, you know, anyway. Doesn't matter. Being able to do that... Okay, nope, my dog's being... I have to go and deal with her, hang on. Give me a second. I'll do this and then I'll go deal with my dog. Yeah, alright. Just had to move her. She goes to sit places where she's not allowed to sit. Okay, well that's gonna be easy to do. And one more run and I can get the next stonecutter upgrade as well. I think we're in with a shot here. going quickly, but yeah, like I said, the first half of the second hour we did more than the whole first hour, which is going to look really good for us. I hope. Okay, yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Nice. So 1,395. That seems a bit difficult, but hey. For .0 stone cutter speed? I'm hoping that's what it is. I hope it's not .09 or something. That would be a little bit upsetting. Moves very quickly. I don't appreciate it. I don't. Yes. Speed. Speed is what we're dealing with here. Up, 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 up. You seeing this? I said we were cooking with gas earlier, now we're cooking with nuclear fission. No, okay, back up. Sorry, I almost considered going and upgrading again, but that's not possible right now. I need to look up. It's very disorienting to look at that. Oh, it's not too bad, but hang on, what happened? Hang on. Alright. Wait. Hang on. We have to make sure that didn't. Yeah, okay. We're good. We're good. Okay, now we have to go on. Nope, we already did that. No, okay, that's. I really hope we get past this hour before that happens, before we have to deal with that. A point where we can't actually jump up there anymore. I should have made it a Q&A, not a poll. I'm stupid. Because, you know, then I could have made it a firm answer of yes. Yes, I will. Oh, it's just stone. My bad. Well, that looks a little better. 5,700 with 42. Okay, so about 1,000 every 10 minutes. So that's 6,000 an hour. It's still not really enough, if I'm being totally honest, but it should get a bit higher, which should, hypothetically, allow us to get like maybe to 100,000. A million? Yeah, it's not too ambitious. Not yet. Not yet. Just look at the speed this is now. Like, this wasn't this fast earlier. So who's to say that everything else won't speed up too? Not me. I'm not the one who's gonna say that. Okay. 800. So 1279 is kind of the just how tall they are now. Hmm. And back off. No. Okay, well, the time that I saved just before, I've lost it, but hey, you know, at least it sets us to 0 instead of setting us to a negative. I know there's triumphant music in the background, and I don't know if you guys can even hear it because I turned it down because I didn't like it. Oh, it's this upgrade. So 255 now. It's still not quite a layer per run, but you know, it's something. It's 15 minutes to go until we can change out of first person, but you know, we'll miss it. We'll miss this first person experience together. All of us. No. I forgot completely about the backpack size change, and so I got prepared to leave. But that was the wrong thing to do, because that isn't where we're at. I very rarely sit in this chair for this long, contiguously. Okay. Get placing, yes. Okay. It's just there that we have to do, so that's good. Means we'll get it done this round, and 1395 was it? That was what we had to get to next for the next upgrades. I really do hope it gets to just 0 for the stone cutter. Boom! Done. I don't know if that's realistic, but I hope it is. I messed up again. Not great. Not ideal. Wait, you missed like 10 bricks doing that? Okay, okay, we can still jump up. That's good, because that does mean we pretty much get through the hour. Which was my concern. I was moderately concerned about just falling off when you can't jump back up. Ugh. What layer we're up to? Like 4 or 5, right? That's... Well, actually, it might be more than that. I don't know. That to be at least that. Hey, well. We are... I messed that up completely. But hey. Ah, no. We are close. And that's the only thing that matters. Is that we're nearly where we need to be. About 2 or 3 more runs to get the next pickaxe upgrade. I really need to just take a look at where we're at, which I can do either in this run or in 9 minutes. But I'm fairly confident. I am... No, I'll change both of these. No, no. I do like how it changes. Like, if you look at that, I appreciate that attention to detail too. Make the rock change sizes at random while you're hitting it. And back off and do speed. Cause I need to look. I can either okay. I need to have a look at how long we actually like how many bricks we've placed. Hopefully it's a lot. That's what I'm hoping. 6,893. That is means in the second hour we'll have placed around about how many bricks? A lot. Also means in the first hour we'll have placed well, in the first hour we placed 2,000, so in the second hour we've placed 4,000 so far. I mean, I know we can get easily to 10,000, but it's such a boring little number, you know? When we're doing a couple hundred at a time. Yeah. We are on the cusp of greatness, though. 5 digits will be one thing, 6 digits another. But when we finally get to 7 digits, I mean, that would be when I can rest, but like I said, I don't actually think I can just go on until I reach that number. That might be a bit beyond my means right now, but okay, what? Yeah, 1395, but 297, so I guess we're doing that next. 300 per run. Wait, no, it's not been the full hour yet, sorry. I just completely... Okay. Sorry, 2 hours in the tower building. It takes a toll on a man. Yeah, we're really gonna have to cut this time down. Like, technically, yes, this is quicker. But geez, it does not feel it. It does not feel it at all. But, hello. Hello, Jerry John. How are you doing? We are, I think we're at 7,000 place now. Not quite as close as I was hoping to have been by this point to the to 7 digits, having less than 5. But surely Well, it's 7,500, you know, that's... It's closer than most people get. No, that's... that is the biggest cope I've said today. What is this game? It's a Roblox game called Build a Tower with Friends, and my friend said he didn't want to do it, so I'm building it alone. And we're almost at the 2 hour mark, so I'm about to switch up again. Well, not switch up on what game I'm playing, but yeah, I'm proving that it's incredibly easy to get a million tall tower in this game. That's what I'm proving today. Okay, so we're actually gonna go up another level. Nope, over here. Okay. I hate doing that part in first person. But we are only a minute away from switching out of first person, so... Could be worse. Could be worse. Some people say it's repetitive. I say... I agree, but... Would have sounded cooler if I said I didn't agree. Brick mining takes a long time. A ludicrously long time. Oh, we're at the 2 hour mark, okay. So, we're out of first person. That's good. I'm glad. But now, but now, but now, instead of first person, I'll show you in a second, I'll show you. Once we get this done. Look at the loon. We've put the loon in. This is amazing. This is what you've all been waiting for. The loon hour. Dude, you do actually get really close to just that sound's not gonna get annoying in the slightest, I don't think. I don't imagine. That doesn't seem like a sound that would get annoying very quickly. I don't think it's something that would grate on the ears. Oh my god. really need to get that upgrade. Because this is taking longer and longer, and I'm thinking it might make sense to be ahead on, it's hard to think while it's there. But I think it's better to be ahead on the mining, like on the mining one, than it is to be ahead on the backpack one. Okay, can I still jump up? No. We've reached the critical point. Okay, no bricks anymore. It'll be like, we're getting very close to getting our next upgrade, but we have to do this run first. $8,000. I have this problem where I will say a number that I really can't reach. But I don't think this is one of those times. I don't. Ugh. I want to stretch my fingers, but that's it's very difficult to do. Yeah. Look at this face of determination. It's a callback to earlier. Hang on. It's a callback to earlier. Look at this face of determination. There's bricks placed in it again. Hang on. Look at it. Does this look like the face that isn't gonna get a million bricks placed? Ignore the bricks placed behind it. That's irrelevant. But okay. Getting back to what I was saying. If you think that this is the face that isn't gonna get a million bricks, I don't know what to tell you, friend. But you're wrong. You're horribly wrong. Okay, well, we didn't actually get to finish that. 9.1. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is speed. This is quick. Bordering on immense pace, not paste. Immense pace here. Actually, I really should, like, once I'm done with this, message him to do to do one, and I basically just fill a full layer with one round. That would be very funny. I burped again. I need better stream manners. Or just better manners in general, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna... While this is going on, I'm gonna drink more water because I'm an idiot. You know, I may have been lying about first person not being annoying earlier. But this loon, I don't know why you'd want more than one. I think one is a very good amount. Maybe two, maybe. I really need to hotkey muting my microphone. That's what I need to do. Okay. Well, that is amazing. That's a lot of bricks in one run. Like, it's 367. I'm not too upset with that. That's... It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay. No, no, not what I wanted. To be honest, this is simultaneously nowhere near as high as I wanted it, and also way higher than I expected. I, uh... I don't think I can reconcile those two positions, but I hold them both. Okay. Eh. 750. After this run, no, we won't be able to do it. We need 2 more runs to get the next stonecutter upgrade and find out exactly how quick it makes you go. Look at that face of determination. No, it's got upgrade here behind it. He's going quicker than ever before, and he's got a loon in his face now that you can't ignore. It's only been 12 minutes balloon, and I think I've got a headache, but that's... I agreed to the loon. No, okay. Sorry, I'm being negative again. The loon is what's going to save this. The loon is going to prevent me from becoming a loon doing this. Hopefully. Okay, my backpack is full. So this is going to be the one that gets... Yes, this is going to be the one that gets us to 10,000. On the cusp of the 3rd hour. Well, we're not anywhere near that yet, but... once we get there... I am wondering... well, how high we'll have it, really. Because... I'd like to get to 100,000 at least. Like, that's... kind of the floor of where I want to get to. 1,000,000 is the goal. But, you know. Okay. Not quite enough for the upgrade, but... that was what I concluded earlier, I believe, so... can't complain. Legally. But hey, you know, more than 10,000, that is pretty good. All things considered. Yeah, I don't know, because, like I said, you don't want the bag bigger just because you have to take longer trips as it gets taller. But, you know, how exactly do you actually, you know, where do you draw the line between what's quicker? But I guess as it gets taller, the bag becomes increasingly the more important option. It's not immensely important now, but it's getting there. This tower will be built. It's still not even technically tall enough to fulfill the thumbnail promise. I don't think. Even though it's probably pretty close. Okay. So we get the next... that upgrade. Okay, so it says 0 now. I'm very intrigued to see what 0 means. So it's 2,300 and something for the next pickaxe and thing upgrade. I don't know how far it is for next bag upgrade. But you know, if I can basically get down to spending no time at all stone cutting, then that would be pretty nice. It'd be pretty nice. Okay. Okay, well I guess it's technically complete. I don't think I get it, but sure. Okay, I don't get it. No, no, no. Okay, no. Okay, there we go. I forgot to look at the prices again, but okay, well. 19. Oh, that's max, okay. So 1946 and then 2,300 and something. The pickaxe is the thing that feels like it takes the longest now. Which I guess is accurate, because I don't think that stone cut is taking that long. If I'm being purely honest. Yeah. Okay. So nearly 2.5 hours. We're gonna be at about 12,000. No, we're gonna be more than that. Maybe about 15,000. Which is gonna leave us about an hour to do a lot. Even with the help of the loon, that's gonna be a tall order. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. But yeah, it's 1900 that we need for next bag upgrade, which I guess that's what we go for first. That's what I said we'd do, so that's what we're doing, I suppose. So it's still around about 80,000 that we need. Nearest makes no difference anyway, about 80,000. How do we do that in a third of the time that we've done? No, we need 90,000 almost. Okay, so how do we do 9 times what we've done in 1/3 of the time? Not doing that is a good start. Yeah. Nope. Okay, okay, well that didn't quite go as planned. It's that, okay. This loon is moderately... Oh, no, that's a bit iffy again, but that face of determination still stands. He's still gonna come back and he's gonna do it. He's going to somehow overcome this challenge. The fact of max upgrades is terrifying. Suggesting that there is an upper limit. Maybe there isn't for bags, at least. That would be... That's my hope. Yeah, I should just end the poll now, so it's 100% yes. Yeah, I'm no coward. I'm pretty confident. Okay. $500. Well, that's fun for this part. But again, I'm thinking about it too negatively. Like, nearly 600. It's about half a layer. I just really hope that it's not a max upgrade. I want at least to be able to do a layer every time you go up, you know? It's really the only way you're even going to get close to what I want to do. Hmm. Yep. Well, I said the pickaxe part felt the longest before. It's definitely the longest now. But yeah, once again, eventually, once it gets tall enough, the pickaxe part won't be as long, and I'll keep upgrading it, so it's, you know, it's a trade-off, but hopefully a good one. Yeah. Okay. Up to 800. Okay, so no max upgrade on those two so far. That's what I want. Yep. The loon is honestly a positive at this point. The loon has reached positive status. I feel bad about being mad about the loon earlier. You know, it really is making this work. Unreasonably long time to be standing here. But we're getting somewhere. Eventually. Slowly but surely. We've got about an hour to... well, I was right that we'd get more than 12,500. I was right about one thing that we've done so far. No. Hurry up. Yes. Oh, I wasn't looking. I wasn't looking. Okay. Okay. So I didn't miss anything on the outskirts now. Okay, down to 0 again. We haven't quite got enough for the next upgrade. No. We're nearly there. Because this pickaxe part is really what we need to upgrade next. Desperately. It is a little slow. A little bit. I don't know what we'd do if this loon wasn't here. Bouncing around. Also, I never checked the relative audio, by the way, so I don't know if you guys just can't hear it, or if you can only hear it. But, you can't hear it. That's the side that this is on. I guess I could turn it up a bit, hang on. Wait, no, not quite that loud. I don't want you stuck just hearing a loon. No matter how funny that may be. I knew that would scare away somebody. It's desperately slow though. horrendous. I do appreciate the stone cutter speed though. That's a nice touch. I did miss something on the outside. I was totally lying earlier. Okay. Still not enough for the upgrade though, so that's fun. We still have to do another run of this without it. I really hope it just makes this like all the way up. I hope it's an infinite speed. I hope it's not just like 10. Regardless, you know, we're about halfway. Well, we're at about, we'll be at 15,000 soon. And with another pickaxe upgrade, we should be able to get the layers done in a lot less time. I don't know. I don't know. Like nearly 1,300 per layer. I'm putting up a little under half a layer per run. I don't think it's gonna get anywhere near. Well, no, it's not gonna get anywhere near 1,000,000 at this point, I don't think. I can hope, but I think logically, that's kind of sailed at this point. Okay. It's another pickaxe upgrade, which... Okay, so it's not the max upgrade. That's good. But once again, it does incentivize you to get another bag upgrade first. Which, well, backpack. Which I suppose isn't too bad. This thing scares me. This may be more declining returns rather than exponential growth. Diminishing returns, not declining returns. Same thing. Diminishing returns. So we have to do like 6 runs to get a backpack upgrade. I think. Yeah, that's about right. Well, around about 5 actually. But, well, from here it's 5 at least. Well, 5 or less. Because 5 would be 2,700 or something. So, yeah, it should be 5. Wait, no, it should be 4. My bad. And then to get the one after that, I don't know. I do not know. Even not just, I'd have to look at the brick, not at the counter. The counter's very shiny, but it's not where you look for this. Oh, damn it. Dagnabbit. Okay. It's not too bad. Only 3 left to get another upgrade. It's gonna be a bag upgrade, so I'm gonna spend more time here, but... So 15,000 get this high. I'm not even sure I could walk up there in the time it would take me to get 1,000,000. You know. If anyone ever asks to play this game again, I am gonna say that I can do the first few layers very, very quickly. if. Okay. So 2 more runs to get the upgrade. I think it's 2,900, and then 4,000 for the one after that. Which I think we should at least get the next round of upgrades. Why'd the loon sound loud at that time? Oop, I messed up again. What? Over here? Okay. Okay, great. Okay, well I definitely missed some along the outside there. Yep, only a couple. But yeah, it's 2,900, so this is the last run until we can do that. And then, well, since it's bag size one, I don't know how many runs we'll have to do to get the 4,000. But hopefully not very many. Hopefully. Whoa. Yeah. Okay, very close. And we can get the bag upgrade now, so 800, so like 5 more runs again. And also, hang on, I didn't check, but yes, so there is at least one more bag upgrade as well. Which is technically, you know, it might actually get us up to putting a full layer per time, but I really want to cut down the mining time. That's really what I want to do next, so. Of course, also we can't stop at this point because we have to wait till it goes up to 800 now. I guess reasonably I want you to have, they specify friends, right? So I guess progression-wise they don't expect you to be this short of a tower. They think there's more people, so it goes taller, so this makes sense. No, I should have considered the solo players of their multiplayer game. Which I guess from a technical standpoint I have been considered. left a little hole there. And no, I know for a fact... Okay. Okay, now we go. Okay, well, that gets a lot further than I thought it would. Like, we're already... Like, that next one will get a layer done, I think, so... Yeah, well, it will. It's 800. That's... It's not really a question, it's a... It's a how far on the next layer does it get done, really, which is going to be about 300. And this final half hour may not fail us too badly, actually. Really hope the next pickaxe speed is quite a bit quicker. But again, I suppose, I think it is, we're still doing this quite a bit quicker than we were before. So it's, you know, either or type thing. How many did we get done in the first hour? I don't remember. And... Okay. Yeah. I could have sworn I'd finished full play with this, and yes. Oh, damn it. That's exactly why I do that part slow, so I don't have to deal with that, and then... Okay. So it's 2 more for the upgrade. And... 1 more to get to 20,000, so... That's nice. That's only 1/5 of the way to... where I said I'd get to. As a minimum. As the floor. But, you know? Sometimes the ceiling's much lower than you think it is. And that's okay. It's really not okay, this is... Hurry up. I need to be quicker. I don't know how much quicker I could make any of this go. Because are gonna reach a point where a lot of it is walking time. Of course, I don't think that's gonna happen for a little while. Like, we're getting about a layer per thing. But I guess that is pretty quick as well. I don't know. I do not know. Okay. Okay, so yeah, didn't quite get it that time. And this should... That one gets 4,000 though, so... I was wrong. I still need 2 more. Ugh. Ugh. But 20,000, you know, that's quite something, actually. And as we approach this final half hour, originally, it was gonna be a very funny moment, where I went first person and had the loon. But I think now we'll set it back to just normal. No loon, no first person. Because I don't like having the distractions suddenly when I... You know, the tower's gotten quite large. And... I don't have the time for this, really. I don't have the time to fall off and run all the way back up. As much as I'd like to. Yeah, the mining speed's really the biggest problem here. Okay, and over here to smooth. Then we go and finish another layer. Okay, great. Okay. And now we need to mine again because that's fun. here. Two of my fans died on my computer. Hmm. Well, we got the final half hour. No more loon. No more loon for the last half hour. Okay. Come on. Ugh. But okay, so it is enough to complete another layer. I don't like falling off like that. That's annoying. Hmm. Well, because I might actually end early. Sorry about that. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed. We got nowhere near the goal, but hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you whenever. Goodbye.